Yo, what is up, everybody?
Good
Andrew
morning.
Mahone here with Michael Zele. What's up, Zele?
Good morning. Just hanging out, ready to play some Pokemon cards.
That's right, as we do here on Tricky Gym. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We've got some exciting Gym Leader Challenge action coming your way, featuring new cards from Lost Origin. I spent this morning crafting a grass deck that I'm very excited about. And get this, it does not play Cherim or Rillaboom. So, a unique grass deck featuring some new cards from Lost Origin. We've also got two brand new fighting decks for your enjoyment. And Zele, you had quite a hand in crafting one of them.
I did. It features a few of the new cards from the Lost Origin set because fighting has really struggled with draw support over the entirety of the Black and White and X and Y and Sun and Moon era. So there's
And
not
Sword and Shield.
and Sword and Shield. There's not too many good cards for it. It has very strong attackers, low energy cost, but one thing it was really missing was just the setup potential. So with the Lost Zone cards, you can send some of your opponent's cards to the Lost Zone, which is good because it helps buy you time, helps disrupt them, and then while you're taking those easy knockouts, they're struggling to set up their own stuff. And we played a few games this past weekend, and it was actually pretty cool just seeing how that works. Every time Andrew would take a prize card, he'd go to put it in his hand, and I'd be like, no, 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 put in your prizes. So if he would ever prize anything like one of his attackers, he would never have access to it, which was really cool.
Right. We've got two different versions of the fighting deck. Zele's version is focusing on lost zoning resources. It's got the new Lost City Stadium, which lost zones a Pokemon if it gets knocked out. And it's got the Barbaracle, which says that whenever your opponent takes a prize, instead of going to the hand, it goes to the lost zone, which is really good because the way that Gym Leader Challenge decks have been progressing over the course of the last year is that the attacking lines have become thinner and thinner as you really boil the decks down to just the best Pokemon for each type. The Lost Zone mechanic punishes that completely.
Oh, yeah.
So, makes it so that players have to be more careful when constructing their decks. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. The fighting deck that I have is where Zele's deck is kind of a stage 1 rush deck. It's got the Donphan, it's got Wishy-Washy, it's got the Earthquakers, right? It's got the Steelix, it's got the new Medicham that accelerates energy, it's got the Barbaracle. Does have the Machamp in it just because Machamp's insane, but the fighting deck that I have uses the Lucario and Garchomp engine, as well as the Hitmoncombo to kind of hit and run, soften up the opponent, spread damage, and then wants to end the game with Machamp. And a new addition that I made is that I'm playing Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick in this deck so that you can use Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick to get out Machamp more than once a game. You can also use Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick to get out Machoke. So you can use Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick, get the Machoke into play, and you could rare candy the Machamp into play so that you could have both Machoke and Machamp out at the same time. And when the Machamp gets knocked out, you could just evolve the Machoke into Machamp and go again.
Yeah, I was a hater at first. I didn't think the Maxies would be very easy to pull off in Gym Leader Challenge just because you're only working with one of each card. But in the games we played, he was able to get it off a few times, and I was actually blown away just how easy it was. He played a few cards in there. Do you still have the Electromagnetic Radar in there?
I think I took that out, but I did. I originally had Electromagnetic Radar in the list just to discard 2 cards from the hand.
It's crazy just how many cards in the card pool that just let you discard stuff, which is nice because it lets you thin your hand down to use for the Maxies. And then some of them are type specific, but in this case, you're just trying to discard stuff, so that doesn't even matter.
Yes. So a couple of cards I considered, right? Because you've got Ultra Ball and Quick Ball. Both are great cards for discarding your hand down for the Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. In most decks, in standard format or expanded format, you could play as many Ultra Ball or Quick Ball as you want, which makes getting your hand down to 1 card pretty easy. But in Gym Leader Challenge, all you have is 1 Quick Ball and 1 Ultra Ball. So you have to get creative with how to pair your hand down. There's a couple of options. You could use Grant. You could use... but Grant brings a card back to the hand, so it doesn't really solve the problem. It brings a supporter back to the hand, which then you have to play in order to get it out of your hand.
Yep.
So it actually kind of complicates things. it's better to have an item card. So the item cards that you could consider, you've got Lost Blender, which will Lost Zone 2 cards from the hand, and you discard the Lost Blender. So that's -3 from the hand, but you get +1 from the top of the deck. So it doesn't really solve the issue. It's not the best, right? You also have cards like Electromagnetic Radar, which search your deck for 2 Lightning-type Pokemon GX, of which there are none in Gym Leader Challenge format, but you could still play it, right, to just get those cards out of your hand. And you could also play Superior Energy Retrieval, which is probably the best option. It will retrieve up to 4 fighting energy, though. The problem is you can only do that if you have like 1 fighting energy in the discard pile, because if you have too many fighting energy in the discard pile, it'll bring them all back. And then if you have no fighting energy in the discard pile, you can't play it. So something to think about. Definitely looking at different ways to pare the hand down. But I think that with the Garchomp and the Lucario engine, there are enough ways to make sure you search out those correct cards. And a lot of the deck is made up of burnable cards in the first place. So it's a lot easier to pull off than you would think. So I definitely want to play the grass deck, but I want to show off the 2 fighting type decks. Zele and I think, are 1-1 with our fighting decks.
I'm actually 1-0 against his fighting with my fighting, and then 1-1 against the water deck.
All right, well,
yeah.
Let's play our fighting decks against each other. I think this will be a great opportunity for us both to show off the deck strategies, and an opportunity for the fighting decks to kind of show what they can do. Also, it'd be a point of bragging rights. Whose fighting deck ends up being the better fighting deck?
Yeah, I was talking smack all weekend against the Hitmoncombo.
Yes, you were.
Yeah,
I know.
Not a fan of it.
That's unacceptable. The Hitmoncombo is so insane. But thank you guys all so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions about Gym Leader Challenge format, make sure to join the Tricky Gym Discord and check out gymleaderchallenge.com, where we have all of the rules for Gym Leader Challenge format laid out. All nice and easy. So we've got on my side of the table the Hitmoncombo fighting deck featuring the new 300 hit point Machamp and Garchomp and Lucario and Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. And then Zele has got the Stage 1 Rush version featuring Donphan and the new Barbaracle and the new Metachamp. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in that deck.
I like it. I mean, I love Stage 1s just because they're so easy to get out. I know they don't have as many hit points as they normally do for like the Stage 2 versions, like the evolutions. But with the fighting guys, you're attacking for a lot of damage very early on for little energy cost, which I think is like very beneficial for the matchup.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see how this goes. I do have a couple cards that I've been thinking about in the fighting type decks. You know, something that I think is really strong is Focus Sash. I really like that card. It's more tough to play in a deck that damages your own bench Pokemon, like the Earthquakers. So I really want to value Machamp's hit points, that 300 hit point total, right? I really want to value that in this deck that I have here. And we play cards that help to keep the Machamp alive, like Mallow and Lana, which you can use to heal the Machamp, put it back to the bench, and then continue swinging. I really like that. You could search out the Mallow and Lana with the Lucario's ability, which can search out whatever you want from your deck, and put it into... I do have the Grant in here. Sick. I'll put the Grant in. I must have taken out the Electromagnetic Radar for the Grant.
I mean, 30 damage at any time just by discarding 2 cards from your hand is like pretty good because you could just get rid of it, and then if you ever need it later, it's just chilling there in your discard. You don't have to use a VS Seeker on it.
Yes, I think that the Grants with cards like even Hitmonchan, which only does base 30 damage, Strong Energy 50 damage, Muscle Band 70 damage. Grant, now you're doing 100 damage with your Hitmonchan, so that's pretty cool. Even with cards like the, Hitmontop, right? You're doing 60 damage to everything with the special combo. You could make that 90 damage to the active and 60 to everything else with a special combo if you play Grant during your turn. So definitely excited to see how this one goes. Let's get into it. We've got our predictions in the chat. Very good. Now, Zele and I are going to be doing our best to explain our plays as we show off this tabletop gameplay. Oh, that was a nice voice crack. As we show off this tabletop gameplay, we'll do our best to explain our plays, let you guys know what's going on. But I definitely suggest checking out pkmncards.com if you're looking for card scans. The card scans for the new cards, like the Machamp, are available on pokabeach.com. If you want to scope those out, the reason that we don't do overlays during the streams is so that I can take the raw footage and turn it into a really nice YouTube exclusive edit after the fact. If you haven't seen any of my tabletop gameplay edits that I've been doing lately, make sure to check those out on Tricky Jim. Would you like heads or tails?
I will take heads, please. Nice.
Heads it is.
I will choose to go second.
Sounds good.
I do not have a basic Pokemon.
Cool, I do.
I feel comfortable going second with this deck just because there's a lot of the basic Pokemon can attack for 1 energy also. Like there's a Meditite from Unified Minds that hits for 40. So with a strong energy and a Muscle Band with like a Guzman Holler or something, 80 damage turn 1.
It's pretty nuts. That is a really cool card. I know we had to go find it at the shop here at Full Grip because I didn't have that Meditite lying around.
Nope.
But it does seem like the right one. I mean, being able to hit 80 damage on the first turn of the game is super good.
That's the funny thing about Gym Leader Challenge is there's just so many like niche cards where it's like you just probably don't have them all. Whereas like all standard stuff, I have all that stuff, so it's like I never really need to go looking for it. Whereas like who has the Meditite from Unified Minds just laying around?
I love the hunt.
Yep.
Not gonna lie. Like finding the Breakpoint Cricketots was awesome.
I love the artwork on that guy. I know you mentioned that the other day.
So sick.
Really cool.
You got one?
Yep.
I'll take my mulligan. And you chose second?
Yes.
All right. Good luck. I will draw for turn. I've got a really good opening hand, but it is a little bit stronger if I happen to be going second, because I've got the Gloria as well as Ultra Ball and Evolution Incense, so plenty of cards to help me set up early on in the match. I'm going to start off with Professor's Letter, which allows me to search my deck for 2 energy and put them into my hand. So I'm going to be grabbing some basic fighting energy. Also going to take this moment to see what my prize cards are. So let's see what we got. It's really important to check your prizes in Gym Leader Challenge format since it is a singleton format. You only have 1 of each Pokemon to work with. It looks like the entire Hitmoncombo is available. We've got Hitmonchan and Hitmontop. Hitmonlee is in the active. I've got the Machamp in my hand, so we've got Machop and Machoke. And it looks like I am missing my Gibble. So we'll have to go find that dude. And I'm also missing my Riolu. So those guys are in the prizes right now, which is good to know. We'll see if I have Hisui and Heavy Ball, which I do. So I can fish one of those 2 out from the prizes. I also want to see if I've got my Maxie's Hidden Ball trick in the deck, which I do. And I've got Battle Compressor. So I could theoretically skip one of the evolution lines completely. If I want to get like Lucario into the discard pile, I can potentially Maxie's Hidden Ball trick that into play. I'll grab my 2 basic fighting energy and put those into my hand. And then I think I want to play this Ultra Ball. Grant is always an easy discard with Ultra Ball because I can just get that Grant back if I want to later. I'll Ultra Ball away, Grant and a basic fighting energy. And let's see. The Machop could be a good Pokemon to start to set up. I also could just go for the Hitmonchan so that I can kind of... That's fine. I don't have any way to draw cards right now, but we'll get there. We'll get there. That's fine. All right, we're going to Ultra Ball for Machop so I can start to set up my Machamp. And then I'll attach the basic fighting energy to my Machop, and I'll pass it to you.
Cool. Draw for turn. I will play Trekking Shoes to look at the top card of my deck. I don't want it, so I'll discard it, and I will take another card instead. Not too much that I'm really working with here, so I think I'll play the Cynthia and Caitlin to discard a fighting energy to draw 3. I don't have a supporter card in my discard pile, so I will not take one there. Play the parallel, and I'll pass to you.
Ooh. I'll draw for turn. Now, I've got some plays. I can use Gloria to search my deck for 3 basic Pokemon and put them straight onto my bench. I've got the Hitmonchan and the Hitmontop. And then my other basic Pokemon are prized. So we can only get 2, but that's okay. I'm also going to use Evolution Incense to search out Machoke, and I'll evolve my Machop into Machoke. And then I'm not really doing anything. I see that your board hasn't progressed too much, but I do need to play down this Tropical Beach and get moving so that I can progress the game state. So I'll put Beach into play. And I will use Tropical Beach to draw 4 cards.
Cool. I'll draw for my turn, and I'll play down a basic Pokemon, which is what I've been looking for. I will Evolution Incense for hopefully to find the Medicham from Lost Origin, which I will grab him. His first attack for 1 fighting energy lets me search my deck for 2 fighting energy and attach them to my bench Pokemon in any way I like, which is very nice. It works very well with the Onix in the deck because the Steelix attacks for 3 fighting, so it's a good way to help set up your board position on the bench.
Yeah, that Medicham is really cool. Not only does it do damage, but accelerating energy into play is really strong, especially in a list like this that is just relying on kind of low maintenance attackers and not playing a card like Colossal to accelerate energy into play.
I will play Marnie. I saw that you drew up to 7 cards, so I'd try to hope to limit you as best I can.
Yeah, I hate getting your Tropical Beach Marnied. All those good cards to the bottom of the deck. And now I have to deal with 4.
So I'm hoping I could hit some more basic Pokemon and some energy cards off this. Which unfortunately I did not, but I'm able to play Acrobike to see. I think I'll get rid of the Ordinary Rod to get the Lost City. Play down Buzzwole, and I will Tropical Beach for 3.
Cool. I'll draw for turn, and I'm happy to find Evo Soda. I can use Evo Soda to search my deck for a Pokemon that evolves from one of my Pokemon in play. We're definitely going to go get the Machamp. And I think I'm just going to kind of put some pressure on Zele with Guzma and Hala. I can discard Cynthia and Lucario to go search my deck for a special energy, a tool card, and a stadium card. So I can search out Stone Fighting Energy, U-Turn Board, and Brooklet Hill. I'll attach the U-Turn Board to my Hitmonlee to give it free retreats. Attach the Stone Fighting Energy to my Machamp. Oh, do I? Nah, I'm not getting Stone Fighting Energy. Hold on, I gotta get the Strong Energy, bro. Back to the Guzma and Hala. I just looked at. I was like, dude, that thing's got like 90 hit points, right? All right, off the Guzma and Hala. I can get off the Guzma and Hala. I can get a tool card, a special energy card, and a stadium card. So I'm going to get U-Turn Board, Brooklet Hill, and Strong Energy. I'll put those cards into my hand. I'll attach the U-Turn Board to Hitmonlee to give it free retreats, and then attach the Strong Energy to the Machamp. I don't think I want to give Zele the Brooklet Hill to allow him to search for other basic Pokemon, so I'll just hold that in my hand. I'll retreat the Hitmonlee into Machamp, and what's Machamp's attack? There's an English version of the Machamp now. Anybody? All right, quick, chat. What's the Machamp's attack? It's somewhere. I know it's on Poke Beach. I know the English one's been revealed.
I feel bad because I was just looking up everything, and the only things I remember are the grass stuff. It's all the way at the bottom.
Strong arm.
Vanessa.
Oh, okay, there we go. Big old Puncharoony. That sounds good. Ah? It is Strong Arm Lariats. Yes, that is probably it. Good, good. All right, Zele, and then your Medicham. It's getting knocked out, so you ain't gonna attack with it anyway.
Cool.
Oh, put it back. I gotta announce the attack, bro. All right, here we go. I'll use Strong Arm Lariats for 120 damage and the knockouts.
I will draw for my turn. Evolved Machoke. Town map to look at my prizes.
And flipping over your prize cards is so good in this format. It's better in this format than it really was in any other format because every card is a one-of. So you're flipping over 6 unique cards almost every time.
And I think I'll just discuss. Cool. I think I'll play down. No, I'll just Tropical Beach for 1. I don't have any other cards in my hand to thin it down, so I will draw 1 card.
Okay. I'll draw for turn, and I'll bench my Riolu. Was happy to find that off the prizes. And I'll play down Brooklet Hill and use N. So we shuffle our hands into our decks. I'll draw 5 cards, and Zele will draw 6. Yeah, Zele a little energy dry right now.
Yep. Now, what I can do, I'm not going to give it away just yet.
All right. Yeah, no leaks, bro. No leaks.
You're good.
All right. I'll get 5. And 130 hit points, you say. That's fine. I'll use Strong Arm Lariat, and I will do the extra 100 damage. So I'm doing 220 damage for the knockouts, but Machamp cannot attack next turn.
Draw for turn. So I can attach for turn. Raihan.
Okay.
And it lets me search my deck for 1 card since my Pokemon was knocked out last turn. I will grab the Machamp. And then while I'm in there, I'll also Brooklet Hill to search my deck for a basic fighting Pokemon. And I will get the Barboach so that I can evolve into the Wishcash next turn.
It was so nuts. This Machamp could do so much damage for 2 energy.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I have anything else in my hand that I want to play at the moment, so I will also Strong Arm Lariat for 200 to knock you out.
Dang, man, it's crazy.
And I will grab the boss's orders off my prizes.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. And we top deck Raihan. Raihan is a very good card and could help me to set up some gnarly plays. I love gnarly plays. So let's see what we can do. I've got my Machamp in the discard pile. So, and I've got some burnable cards in my hands. I've got the Garchomp in my hand as well. I could go get... Oh, I like this. Okay. With the Raihan, I can go get the Hisuian Heavy Ball to guarantee myself the Gibble out of my prizes. And then I can start to set up my Garchomp while I kind of do some Hitmoncombo stuff. So that's probably what we'll do. I'm going to play Raihan to accelerate a basic fighting energy from my discard pile to Hitmonchan. And then I get to search my deck for whatever card I want and put it into my hand. A pretty good supporter. We're going to grab Hisuian Heavy Ball. And then play it. Am I going back in? No, not yet. We'll play Hisuian Heavy Ball, and I'll trade the Heavy Ball for the Gibble that's in my prizes and shuffle these up. The funny thing about this matchup is that when I go to 3 prizes, I give this Machamp 150 more hit points. So
Yep.
you really have to think about when is the correct time to go to 3 prizes. It's a really fun interaction. I'll attach the basic fighting energy to my Hitmonlee for turn. Retreat into Hitmonchan, and I will hit and run for 30, and I'm not going to run.
Cool. I will draw for turn. I will play down Onyx. I will use Brooklet Hill. To get the Binnacle.
It's definitely Binacle.
I'll use Brooklet Hill to get the Binacle.
What do you think, chat? Binnacle? Binacle.
I mean, theoretically, it is Binacle because there's 2 of them, like 2.
Yeah, right. That's like a Barbaracle, but there's 2. It's a Binacle. Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I cannot attack with the Machamp this turn, so hopefully I can Colress into an Escape Rope. Yeah. I'll play Colress, which lets me shuffle my hand in my deck, and then I will draw 7 cards because there are 7 benched Pokemon in play.
Yeah, you'd have to find Colress and a card that lets you free retreats.
So I have Escape Rope and Floatstone in there.
It's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of my Pokemon in play have 1 retreat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's take a look at that hand.
So I did not get it, unfortunately. But I'm pretty fine with this hand. Yeah, this is fine. I will pass to you.
I'll draw for turn. That's a really good top deck for me. We found the rare candy, so I can get that Garchomp into play right now. First, I'm going to play Battle Compressor to thin my deck. Now, it might seem strange to play a card like Battle Compressor in Gym Leader Challenge, since Battle Compressor discards 3 cards from your deck. And in Gym Leader Challenge, every card is so precious because they are all singleton cards. But Battle Compressor is actually a really good card, not just for getting Pokemon into the discard pile so that you can use Maxie's Hidden Ball trick to get them back into play, but also for thinning your deck later in the game. I've got a Pokegear in my hand that I really want to hit a good supporter like Karina so that I can go get my Lucario into play as well. But in order to help me hit a good card off the Pokegear, I'm going to play Battle Compressor first to thin my deck. Taking a quick look through the deck, there are definitely some cards in here that I do not need anymore, like Nest Ball. We'll keep the Quick Ball because it helps to thin my hand down for Maxies, and we like that. I probably don't need this Ball guy anymore, so we'll consider discarding that. And we definitely don't need this Town Map anymore, since there aren't really any good cards that I need in my prizes. So I'm going to use Battle Compressor to thin these 3 cards out of my deck. And Battle Compressor, honestly, is one of the best item cards ever printed.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Our coworker, Matt Price, hates Battle Compressor. It's very funny whenever it's brought up. It is just a very powerful card, being able to manipulate your deck like that. Like, 3 cards is a lot when you think of it.
Yeah, it's a ton, right? To compare the power level of Battle Compressor, what the new supporter, what is it?
Professor Burnett.
Professor Burnett is a supporter that only discards 2, which is hilarious. All right. I'll play Pokegear to look at the top 7 cards of my deck. And I get to put a supporter card that I find there into my hand. And the last card was Karina. So I'm going to get that Karina and put it into my hand. Now we get to do some pretty cool stuff. I'm going to rare candy my Gibble into Garchomp. And then I'm going to play Karina as my supporter for turn, which allows me to search my deck for a fighting Pokemon and an item card. I'm really just using this to get the item card, since I can use Rescue Stretcher to get that Lucario out of my discard pile. I'll use Lucario. I'll use Rescue Stretcher and grab Lucario. And I'll evolve my Riolu into Lucario. Now that I have both Lucario and Garchomp in play, I can use Lucario's precognitive aura ability, which allows me to search my deck for whatever I want and put it into my hand. This is a really strong ability. I'm going to grab the Stone Fighting Energy and attach it to Garchomp. Cool. Now, I don't actually want to take a knockout this turn because then I give this Machamp 150 more hit points, which seems kind of foolish. So I think I'm going to retreat my Hitmonchan into Hitmonlee, and I'll use Special Combo, which does 90 damage to one of your bench Pokemon, and I'm going to choose the Onix.
Cool. So I will draw for turn. I will evolve into the Onix.
That's a Steelix.
I will evolve the Onix into a Steelix. I will evolve the Binacle into the Barbaracle. I will Boss's Orders up the Garchomp.
Dang, man.
Brooklet Hill. I am very energy dry still, unfortunately, but this turn feels very productive, so I'm not complaining too much. I will play the Lost City.
Ooh.
And then I will Strong Arm Lariat for the knockout for 200 damage, and your Garchomp goes to the Lost Zone.
This is so sad.
And I will take N off the prizes.
Dang. Well, my cool Garchomp Lucario combo did not last very long, unfortunately. But it was fun while it lasted. I'll draw for turn. And I'll put Lily's Pokédoll onto my bench. And then I'll play Tate and Liza to shuffle my hand into my deck and draw 5 cards. Gotta think about how am I going to recover from this. I can always get that Machamp back into play with a Maxie's Hidden Ball trick, so I'm never out of it. And I still got my Hitmoncombo stuff going on. But that Machamp is tough, and it's going to be really hard for me to deal with. So I'll draw 5 cards. Okay. I do find a Fighting Energy, so I can Finishing Combo, which is neat. Does 60 damage to everybody except the Wishcash, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Oh, that stinks. Okay. I'll attach a Fighting Energy to my Hitmontop. And I'll retreat into Hitmontop. And I will Finishing Combo, which does 60 damage to all of your Pokemon.
Cool. 60. Draw for turn. Don't really know what I want to do in this situation. Because you can't Finishing Combo next turn.
Right.
So there's like nothing that's really... The Lucario feels bad because you're never getting that Garchomp back.
Dang, man.
I think I will escape rope.
Okay. And I'll promote my Lily's Polka Doll.
So then I'll bring up my Fampi, and then I will Guzma up the Hitmonchan,
Okay.
and I will Strong Arm Lariat for 100 damage to knock you out.
And the Hitmonchan goes to the Lost Zone, which means that my Hitmoncombo is dead. Okay. And now Zele is at 3 prizes remaining. I'll draw for turn. I will revive to bring my Machop back into play. And then I will use Boss's Orders to bring up your Barbaracle into the active spots. I'll retreat into Lily's Polka Doll, and I will pass to you.
Draw for turn. Tag call.
Yep.
I will get Guzman Hala. I will play the Guzman Hala to discard Grant and N to search my deck for Floatstone, Stone Fighting Energy, and no other stadium cards in here, so just those two.
Okay.
Now the cool thing is, even with if you do get the Machamp out, I can knock it out with the Steelix, with the powerful Rage attack.
Dang.
So I will attach the Stone Fighting Energy to the Steelix, put the Floatstone on the Barbaracle,
Yeah.
retreat, and then Strong Arm Lariat for knockout.
I think my doll goes to the Lost Zone.
Yep.
No prizes for Zele, but I'll promote Hitmonlee and draw for turn. Wow. That's cool. I'm going to quick ball away my Gabites and fail. Then I will use Ordinary Rod to shuffle my Machoke back into the deck. And I think that's all I want. Yep. And then I've got 1 card left in my hand, Zele.
I wonder what it could be.
Oh, baby. And the last card in my hand is Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. So I'll play Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick to get a fighting Pokemon from my discard pile and put it straight onto my bench. I'm going to choose the Machamp, and then I'll draw 5 cards from the top of my deck, and I really want to find Counter Energy. We find the Counter Energy. I'll slam that onto my Machamp, and I find Focus Sash to make it so that my Machamp cannot be one-hit KO'd. I'm going to retreat into my Machamp and use Strong Arm Lariat for just 100 damage. And I take the knockouts, and your Machamp goes to the Lost Zone.
And then your prize card also goes to Lost Zone.
Dang, that's right.
So I will draw for turn. A lot of cards to work with over here, that's for sure. I don't believe this plays a field blower. So I think attach strong energy to the Steelix, and then I will research.
Okay.
Evo Soda, the Fampy.
Look at all these cards in the Lost Zone. Isn't this insane?
And I will retreat the Barbaracle into the Steelix and Powerful Rage for 320 damage.
Woo! Now, because of the Focus Sash, the Machamp does not get knocked out. Instead, it survives with 10 hit points. So, we are going to pile, 290 damage onto, oh my god.
I think that's it.
180, yeah, okay, cool. 290 damage on my Machamp. I'll draw for turn. Okay. That is interesting. How many cards are left in my deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not a lot. Huh. I'm going to Mallow and Lana, discarding Juniper and Muscle Band. All right, the Steelix has... Actually, no, I can't. Can I do that? All right. How much HP has this thing got? We got 150 damage on it.
It has 150, 60. You need to do 60 damage, I believe, to knock it out.
Okay.
150, 40. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'll Mallow and Lana, and I'm going to discard Guzma and Juniper to heal 120 damage. And I'm going to promote Hitmonlee. And then I will pass to you.
Draw for turn. Attach to the Wish Cache.
Okay.
Play down VS Seeker.
No.
To grab the boss's orders to bring up the Machamp.
No. This could be the last time the Machamp comes out.
And then I will Powerful Rage for the knockout.
Yes, you will. All right, the Machamp goes down into the Lost Zone. So sad. I'm going to promote Hitmontop and draw for turn. Dang. Oh, we are so close. But I don't think I can pull this one off. Yes, I think that's the Lost Zone has got me out of Pokemon that I can really use. I've got the Machamp and the Garchomp are in the Lost Zone. I can't quite do the damage I need to do to knock out the Steelix. I've got the Muscle Band. So I could Spinning Attack for 70, which would take the knockout, but I don't have the basic energy. And if I use Cynthia and Caitlin to go get the energy back, then, or if I use Cynthia and Caitlin to go draw into my deck and find an energy, I have to discard the Muscle Band, so then I won't be able to take the knockout. So I think that you got me between a rock and a hard place. I will Cynthia and Caitlin and discard the Muscle Band. I can't do that. All right. Yes, you've got this one. I cannot win. I've only got so many cards left in my deck, and all of my attackers are gone because of the Lost Zone. Wow. Good game.
Very good game. I mean,
Yeah.
especially after my start being so slow, it was like being able to come back like that. The Lost Zone is just a really crazy mechanic that works very well.
Super good mechanic. Yeah, that was very, very fun. Very impressive to see the Machamp multiple times, right? I mean, we saw that Machamp really taking command of the game. Let's run it back for one more and kind of see if because you beat me in the mirror, I think.
Twice.
This is twice now,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Yeah. That's crazy. It's so good. But the Maxis, I'm telling you, the Maxis, like, it works.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
it does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a really fun strategy. So let's run this one back one more time. See if we get the same results a third time, then I'm willing to admit that Zele is the king of the fighting dojo.
Have you ever seen that one meme where it's like me reaping versus me sowing? That's like playing against a lost city. It's like when I do it against you, it's really fun, but when you do it against me, it's like doesn't feel as good.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I have to make sure. I think in both the games I lost, you were able to win the stadium war and get that stadium to stick, which was really bad. I wasn't able to attack with my Machamp because we were tied on prizes, so the counter energy did not work. But I'm excited to see. I did get the... Maybe I had a misplay with the turn that I got the Garchomp and the Lucario into play because you just immediately gusted it and lost zoned it. I'm not sure if there's anything else that I could have really done about that.
You could have got the Focus Sash onto the Garchomp, but then you wouldn't have been able to attach an energy to it, so it would have been like a really weird situation either. Yeah, I mean, it felt like you played fine. I was really hoping you would start with the basic Pokemon with 60 hit points or whatever, 80 hit points or less, because I had the Guzmahala with the Metatite.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would have been hilarious. A little donk. Cool. All right, let's get into the next game.
Cool. Would you like to go first or second?
I will choose to go second. All right. Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun. Draw for turn. Play down Onyx. Put down buff padding. Attach a strong energy. And I will pass to you.
I'll draw for turn. And, you know, sometimes it feels like the Gloria is just glued to my opening hand. We've got a brilliant opening hand here. Not a lot of draw support yet, but I'm confident we'll be able to get moving pretty quickly. I'm going to play Gloria, which allows me to search my deck for 3 basic Pokemon and put them straight onto my bench. We're immediately checking to see if the Hitmoncombo is there. I've got both of my Hitmon guys. I've got Gibble as well. Machamp is in the deck. Looks like Machop is not in the deck. And I've got the Lucario line in my hand. So off of the Gloria, I'm going to grab Hitmonlee, Hitmontop, and Gibble. And they go straight to my bench. I've got an energy, so I can start the Hitmoncombo right away, which is very nice. I'm going to bench Riolu. And I'm not going to make the mistake I made last time by burning my stadiums needlessly. I want to save them to try and counter the Lost City that eventually comes into play. I will attach Fighting Energy to my Hitmonchan, and I will use Hit and Run for 30 damage, and I'm not going to run.
Cool. Draw for turn. I will play Hisuian Heavy Ball to look at my prizes. No basic Pokemon in there, so kind of a worthless card right now, but usually it's pretty good.
It's becoming one of my favorite cards in Gym Leader Challenge. Honestly, feels like every deck I play, I'm putting Hisuian Heavy Ball and Ball Guy in the deck now.
Oh yeah, the Ball Guy, I mean, they're just always going to keep printing more ball cards. So like as more sets come out, then Ball Guy is just going to get stronger and stronger. I'll Tate and Liza.
Okay. Shuffle a hand into the deck and draw 5 cards. Nice little consistency and switch option. I think Tate and Liza is super good in decks that play Machamp because it can also just work as a switch card for your Machamp to allow it to use that strong arm lariat back-to-back turns.
So now this is a really good hand because it gives me a lot of basic Pokemons, which I was kind of struggling to get to begin with. And I'll evolve my Onix into a Steelix. And I will pass my turn to you.
I'll draw for turn. I don't have a lot going on right now, but it looks like Zele is...
getting there.
He's getting there. He's cooking, but he's not quite there yet. So I'm comfortable just using Hit and Run again for 30 damage. Well, hold on. I'm going to evolve my Riolu into Lucario, and then I'll use Hit and Run for 30 more damage.
Draw for my turn. I'll play Karina.
Oh, boy. Man, you look through the deck too fast, man. You got to slow it down. The camera likes it when you're nice and slow. When you're going fast, like turbo mode, it doesn't even know what to focus on.
Sorry, that's just how my mind works with things, is just going as fast as possible.
Brrr, yeah.
I think I'm fine with getting the Pokegear because I don't really have anything else in my hand to work with. And I have the Machamp in there. I think I'll hold off. I'll just get the Barbaracle for now. Because that way, if you want to attack with the special combo onto my Phanpy or Machop, then you'll have to give up that prize card to the Lost Zone. I will evolve into the Barbaracle, play down a Barboach, and I will pass to you.
I'll draw for turn. Okay. Got some moves. We top deck another energy, so I can progress the combo if I care to. Which could be cool. I guess the most...
Which is a weird situation, because if you do progress the combo, you can't go back. So that way you have to get the other fighting energy for the finishing combo.
Right, and I don't get to keep my prize because of the Barbaracle, which is kind of annoying. So I think I'm going to attach the Stone Fighting Energy to my Hitmonlee. And I've prized my Machop, right? I'm pretty sure.
That's what you were saying.
Yes, and then I've prized my Garchomp as well, so that's fine. And the question is, do I special combo to like just bop one of these bench guys, or do I continue working on the Barbaracle? Actually, I think I continue working on the Barbaracle because I do not want to.
Yeah, I think you have to.
All right. I will Hit and Run for 30 more damage.
Draw for my turn. I'll see what I get off the Pokegear. I'll get the Guzman Hala. I'm sorry, I'll get the Colress off the Pokegear. And then I'll just play it.
Colress is like one of the best supporters in the format. One of the best supporters ever printed. Love that man.
He's really cool. I'm glad that his new card in Lost Origin is also pretty good too.
I agree. I was working on a cheeky Lost Zone grass deck that tries to get cards to the Lost Zone, and then you could use Jump Bluff, which does 20 damage times the amount of Pokemon in your Lost Zone. And then it also plays the Shift Tree, which sends itself to the Lost Zone. There are a few things you could do.
So off the Colress, I'll be drawing 8. play the Acrobike. I'll play the Evo Soda for Donphan.
Now, here's a weird question. If I knock out the Barbaracle, where's my prize go?
I was thinking about that too, because I know for attacks you do damage, then you check for knockouts, then you take your prize card.
I think he's out of play when I take my prize card.
I think that's how it is. I'm fine with that one also.
All right.
Escape Rope.
I'll promote Gibble.
I will promote the Donphan. Attach to Donphan. Lost City. And then Earthquake for knockout.
This is so painful. The Gibble goes to the Lost Zone, which is so sad. And I'll promote Hitmonlee and draw for turn. That's cool. Okay.
Now it's funny because you're in a weird position where now it's like you could either replace my Lost City, but then once you knock out my guy, it's in the discard.
I know.
Or you could leave it in play and let me have another go at it.
Definitely not. Nope. Get it out of there. Yeah, that thing is too dangerous. I'll play down my Brooklet Hill and use Brooklet Hill to search my deck one more time. And I'll fail to search. No, I actually think that the Lost City Stadium card is one of the best cards for the health of this format that could have possibly been printed. I think it's fantastic.
Oh, I agree. I mean, it's really good because I know a lot of people don't like the amazing rare Pokemon like Raikou and Kyogre.
Yeah,
this is a good way to like help keep those in check.
It's
or
a
that
great
way
balance. It's
you're not
a
getting
great balance to the format. Yes.
Yeah, and like other people
it's wonderful for the format. It feels like it was created just for the format. Yes.
And then like other people are saying there's ways to keep it in check also with Chaotic Swell, Field Blower.
Oh yeah.
There's like plenty of ways to get around it. It's not just like a
if you hate it so much, Faba it.
Yep.
Send it to the Lhasa. I'm pretty sure Faba can Lhasa in a stadium, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If you hate it so much, Faba it. That's what I got to say. Cool. So here we search with Brooklet Hill, fail the search, then I will use Special Combo and knock out your mean Barbaracle, and I'll take my prize.
Now that's actually works well for me because I was just going to Earthquake again, and it would have got knocked out off the Earthquake. So I will draw for turn. And I will play Arezu for 3 evolution Pokemon, and I will grab the Wish
Slowly,
Cache.
Zele, slowly. Do it nice.
So I will grab the Wish Cache, and hopefully the Machoke is in there, and I will also grab the Machamp. And then while I'm in there, I will also use the Brooklet Hill to grab the Buzzwole. Now that's a good bench sitter for next turn because at some point you will go down to 4 prize cards. I will evolve into the Machoke, evolve into the Wish Cache. I don't think I have any special energy in the discard just yet, so I will Earthquake for knockout. And then 20 damage to each of my bench Pokemon except for the Wish Cache.
Is it from all attacks?
Yep.
Wow, that's good.
Both yours and your opponent's.
All right, so Zele is at 4 prizes remaining. And depending on my top deck, I could have a really cool turn this turn. I'll promote Hitmonchan. And That was not the top deck I was looking for, but it's cool. We'll get there. It's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. What can I do? That's fine. Oh, boy. Okay. Do I do 60? The Machoke is preventing damage, which is so annoying. Okay. I'm going to Guzma and Hala and discard Garchomp and Nestball. And with the Guzma and Hala, I'll search out a tool card. It's like not worth it to finishing combo because I'm like only. Let's see. Well, yeah, it's fine. We'll get a tool card, a special energy card, and that's it. Off the Guzma and Hala, I'm going to grab U-turn board and strong energy. Put those into my hand. And then I'll attach U-turn board to Hitmonchan. I'll attach my strong energy to Hitmontop. Retreat into Hitmontop. And I'll use finishing combo for 80 damage. And it would do 60 to everybody, but Machoke's daunting pose is preventing that damage.
Correct. So I will draw for turn. I will... I'll evolve into Machamp. Play Professor's Letter to grab 2 fighting energy from my deck. While I'm in there, I'll also use Brooklet Hill. Cut if you like.
You're good.
Play down Meditite. And now I'm only grabbing the Meditite because he has 1 retreat cost. So I can Guzma up the Lucario.
Okay.
I will bring up the Meditite, attach for turn, and retreat. And then I will Earthquake for knockout.
Okay. Now you deal 20 damage to all your bench Pokemon and go to 3 prizes. My Lucario hits the bin, and I'll promote Hitmonchan. I'll draw for turn. And I'm going to Quick Ball away N and fail it. I do shuffle all the way. I'm sad that you knocked out my Lucario, but it's fine. I think I'm cool.
I figured that was a better thing than any of the Hitmonchans or Hitmontops, just because you have to start the combo over again if you want to do that. Whereas,
Right.
like, you always have the option to maxi out the Garchomp, because I did see you put it in there in the discard last turn.
I did. I'm going to attach Focus Sash to my Hitmontop and then play Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick to get Garchomp from my discard pile straight to the bench, and then I get to draw 5 cards. Now, it's a tough question because if I would like to use Hisuian Heavy Ball to go get my Machop, I cannot use this town map. So I think I should wait a turn on that. I'm going to attach a basic fighting energy to my Garchomp. And I'm going to hit and run for 30 damage. And I'll run into my Hitmoncombo.
Draw for my turn. Play down Trekking Shoes. Now I do have my Ordinary Rod still available at some point, so I will discard the Fighting Energy to get the next card. I will attach to the Machamp. Cards in hand?
I have 4.
4. I'll Cynthia and Caitlin to discard the Quick Ball.
Okay.
Search my deck, discard pile for a supporter card, which I will grab the Guzma.
Okay.
And then draw 3 cards. I will evolve to the Metacham. Play Ordinary Rod to grab 2 Fighting Energy, the Barbaracle and the Binacle.
Yep.
And do I want to... So you hit and run last turn. Do I want to knock out... Do I want to do damage to the Hitmoncombo and damage all my guys? I think... I'll just... I'll Earthquake. I think I'll just do it.
I think it makes sense to help power up your Steelix even more, too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking also.
Focus Sash goes to the discard pile, and Hitmoncombo is left with 80 HP because of the Focus Sash. I'll draw for turn, and I'll use Field Blower to discard the buff padding. Then I'm actually going to play the town map, since I am going to be taking... Well, am I going to be taking a knockout this turn? You have 110. I have to do 10 more damage. So actually, no, I'm not taking a knockout. It's guaranteed. Not going to play that town map. Whoop. Okay. Take it back. Well, I could guarantee the knockout with Garchomp, but then I break the combo, which is fine. And then you bring up Steelix and you knock out my Garchomp, go to 2 prizes. Yeah. All right. I'll play the town map. And there's some pretty good cards over there. So I'm definitely happy to have those revealed. I'll play Professor's Letter to go grab a basic fighting energy out of my deck and put it into my hand. And I'll attach that to Garchomp and use Professor Juniper to discard Gabite and draw 7 cards. I'll use Revive to go get Hitmonlee. And I'll retreat my Hitmoncombo into Garchomp. And I'll use Overslice for the knockouts and take Machop off my prizes. Put it into my hand.
I'll bring up the Steelix.
Yeah, that thing does so much damage.
Draw for turn. I'll play down the Binacle.
Yep.
Raihan.
Whew. Yeah, I figured it was correct to attack with the Garchomp this turn since I knew you just used Cynthia and Caitlyn to get the Gust, so it's definitely worth it.
I don't really know what to grab at this point. I really wish I had like a way to get back the Lost City from the discard pile. I think that would be pretty good. I think I'll just grab the Float Stone and I'll play it. Nah, I'll keep it in my hand. That way, if you try to enter anything, I could always go back and just grab it with the Guzmahala.
Right.
And then I will just Powerful Rage for knockout.
Yep, that hurts. Garchomp hits the bin, and I'll promote Hitmonchan. Draw for turn. Yeah, this is tough, because I know that hand has Gust in it. So if I put down my Machop, could get kind of ugly. Let's start things off with the Timer Ball. I'm just going to see what's in the deck. We get 1 heads. I'll take a look and see what resources I have remaining. We've got Versus Seeker in there, Karina in there, Guzma. Okay, I know Zele's got a Guzma in his hand. I don't have any hand disruptors right now. And my only hand disruptor is a Versus Seeker for N, which is in my discard pile. And I have no way of getting that to my hand this turn. I think it's still correct to... Definitely correct to play Tate and Liza this turn. And I kind of want to keep the Ultra Ball in my hand, because, or in the deck, because it's going to help me to potentially hit maybe Maxies for my Machamp, and maybe I can sweep that way. Like, maybe. So, yeah, it does feel like I'm doing a very underwhelming amount of damage. If I was to do 60 damage, it would not be enough to knock this out. It would still have a lot of hit points left. So, let's Timer Ball, and we'll go grab the Machoke. I'm going to bench the Machop, and I'll play Battle Compressor. And I'm going to discard my Machamp, my Ball Guy, and Hisuian Heavy Ball. Just to thin my deck a little bit. Then I'll play the Pokegear. We find Karina, but there's not really anything that I want with Karina. Actually, the Karina could be pretty good. I have this Evo Soda in my hand. If I get the Karina, I could just go get Versus Seeker and then attempt to maxes out my Machamp next turn or something like that. But I think I'm going to fail it. I feel like I need a new hand. So I'll play Tate and Liza, shuffle my hand into my deck, and draw 5 cards. Does feel like I'm just getting bullied by this fighting deck. It is quite intimidating. I'll draw 5. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. I'll attach Fighting Energy to my Machop, put down Tropical Beach, and I will use Beach for 4.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
I'll play Floatstone on the Binacle. Play Ultra Ball to discard N and Grant. I'll grab the Barbaracle.
Dang. Barbaracle back in play. So sick, man.
And then I'll play Marnie.
Okay. I get 4.
Town map. Attach for turn.
Yep.
And I'll Powerful Rage for knockout.
Okay, and a U-turn board comes to my hand. Grabs the Stone Fighting Energy. I'll promote my Machop. Draw for turn. I think my Machamp I put in the discard pile.
You did.
Dang. Unfortunate. I was expecting you to gust my Machop. But, yes, there's nothing I could do here. If the Machamp was in my deck, I could Raihan, get the rare candy, and Machamp. But I think that you're going to be able to figure it out. I've got 4 prizes left to take, so that is GG's, man. GG's. I think that I'm okay conceding that you are the master of the fighting dojo today. All right, Zele. How's it feel? Your fighting deck is better than mine. I will concede.
It felt pretty good. All weekend I'm like, I don't believe in the Hitmoncombo. I don't believe in the Hitmoncombo. And every time it was, oh no, it's so good. It's so good. Our friend Alex was telling me I was wrong also. So it feels good to be 3-0 against it.
Yeah, I mean, that deck is really intimidating. With the Lost City Stadium, you have the potential to just punt some of your opponent's most important Pokemon to the Lost Zone. And in a deck like this, where there are some really crucial pieces, the Garchomp, the Lucario, we really want all of those Pokemon to be in play at the same time. If you could just send them back into the Lost Zone, that's really bad for me.
Yep. Yeah, I was playing against the water deck with Andrew, and I was able to get the Wailord in the discard pile, but then he got the Wailord back, and I was like, I really wish it would have been in Lost Zone. It's really good how Pokemon usually likes to print stuff that like supersedes a lot of their other stuff. So I'm glad that they haven't printed anything yet that lets you go back to the Lost Zone, because it's like a true out of play for good sort of situation. It's a cool mechanic. I'm glad that it's good in GLC, and it's going to be really good in Standard also. I'm excited for it.
I am really excited for it as well. And I think that the Barbaracle really showed how much of a nuisance it can be in these Gym Leader Challenge matchups. Since all of your cards are singleton, if the Barbarackle's sending 6 of those cards to Lost Zone every game, it's nuts. And you don't want to have to gust and knock out the Barbarackle because then you're not dealing with the attacker that's putting on pressure. So it is really, really tough. It's a gnarly matchup for sure. But yeah, I'm excited for the future of fighting. It seems like fighting's got some really neat options, especially with the new Machamp. I mean, we saw the Machamp was a huge deal.
Oh yeah, it was really good
in the mirror match. It was like Machamp knocking out Machamp and then playing around the 3 prize turn. There really was a lot to think about. Now, do you need to take a quick break before we get into our next one? Are you good to go?
I'm good.
All right, me too. I actually lied. I'm going to take a quick break. But we've got... Are you cool playing the Psychic deck?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, sick. I want to do Psychic versus Grass. I've got a really cool Grass deck that I'm amped to show off. It doesn't play Cherim or Rillaboom. It doesn't play either of them. It's a more lower maintenance Grass deck that uses the new Beautifly to fill your hand to 6, and it's got a lot of healing options so that you can swing with Torterra turn after turn, and it also features the new Lost City Stadium. It also plays the new Shiftry, which can do 210 damage and punt something to the Lost Zone.
Which is cool because you can let it sit on your bench for a little bit until your opponent gets a really high hit point attack route, and then you just send them up there swinging.
Yep, 1 energy, and you're like, yeah, yep, this thing's got to go. So I'm super into that. We'll be right back after this quick break with some more Gym Leader Challenge action. Make sure to check out fullgripgames.com while we're away so that you can get your hands on all the best Pokemon trading card game singles and support the stream at the same time. We'll be right back. Thank you for the patience. We're back, ready for some more Gym Leader Challenge format. I have got my awesome grass deck that I spent all morning working on in my underpants at the kitchen table. And I'm very excited about it. I was, had my energy drink, had all the cards sprawled out. You know, you like clean up the cards and then you're like, cool, my kitchen table is clean again. And then you like go to build a deck, and then your kitchen table's got cards all over it again. It's just like
plenty of times.
It literally is a never-ending cycle of the cards being all over. Yeah, you could never hide the fact that you're a trading card game household.
I always joke with everyone downstairs, but it's kind of true. They just make too many cards now, or it's like I have so many cards at home, they have so many cards at home, yeah. And it's like you just go into them. It's like a rabbit hole. There's just more and more of them.
Especially Gym Leader Challenge, because when I'm cooking in the Gym Leader Challenge lab, I mean, I need the standard boxes out, I need the expanded boxes out, I need
the foreign boxes out,
the Japanese boxes out, because I'm using cards that haven't come out yet. So I have it's like I need every single box on deck so that I can build this Gym Leader Challenge deck.
We'll be over there looking for a card, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, just start digging." And it's like, "Yep." Yes, honey.
Well, for the fighting deck, dude. So like we're looking for this Metacham, and Zele's like, "Oh yeah, there's a new Metacham coming out in Lost Origin." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. What set did it come out in?" And he's like, "Oh, well, it was actually an exclusive that came out in the Lucario V-Star theme deck from Japan, and you opened one of those. So I know you have it." And we're sitting there staring at like the 2-5 rows worth of Japanese cards that I have just lying in my house. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. Like, all right, dude, it's in there somewhere.
That's the worst part. Is like it's like I know I have it, so you can't stop. You're like,
no.
But we found it.
We did. We found all of them. It didn't take too long, but organizing all the Japanese cards would be incredibly daunting. So why?
Just don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as they're separated by set, you're fine.
They're not even mostly that. They were at one point, but as I've gone digging through them on countless occasions, now they have ended up like. Yo, I'm getting new. Apparently, Dragon Shield's got new sleeves coming out. I'm really excited about that. Just got an email about it.
I think one of them is Fury, right?
Let me check. I'm going to check bust open the Gmail and see what we got going on over here. Let's see. Yep. Check the email. Boom, boom, boom. What do we got? New dual colors coming out. These look fire, honestly. Let me see. The new duels. Ember? Whoa. For anybody who wants to follow along, I've got a link right here. New dual colors coming out soon. We've got Ember, which is like a orange, kind of. We've got Fury.
Oh, I love those.
Which is like it's like a really, like a hot pink magenta, kind of.
I love the hot pink.
and then Wraith, which is like eggplant. Yeah, they look pretty sick.
Does kind of look like a popsicle I remember having as a kid, like those 3 colors. They look really nice, though.
Here, you guys want to see? All right, for those of you guys watching on the VODs, I know it's like we're teasing, or those of you guys that can't click the link. Okay, here we are. Uh-oh. I'll get it. Hold on. There we go. Here are your 3 new dual matte colors that are coming out. We've got Ember, Fury, and Wraith. They all look pretty sick. Definitely into those. And then there's a new, I think there's a new matte color coming out too. Yo, they got me featured on DragonShield.com. Look at that. That's sick. That's me right there, bro.
I was looking at the middle. I was like, is that you? But I see it. Yeah.
No. Guys, yeah, look at the link. Look at the link. I'm featured. That's me, Mom. Go to the bottom. Go to the bottom there. You see the Tricky Gym. If you scroll all the way down, they got Talarian, and then they got Tricky Gym. Let's go, dude. That's what I'm talking about. That's me, Mom. That's cool. So I'm amped about that. And then, let's see. There's a new sleeves playmats coming my way. The new matte color turquoise. There's a new turquoise matte color that is coming out. So I'll have that package soon. I don't know if I'll get that package before I go off to my non-disclosed location to work on my non-disclosed project, but we'll see. Might have to get it forwarded my way. So, cool. We've got a really exciting matchup coming up. I'm stoked to show off my new grass deck featuring the Beautifly. Filling your hand to 6 cards. Man, what a great ability.
I'm a little disappointed, though, because they always give Beautifly the cool stuff, and none of the love to Dustox.
This is true.
And it's like, I don't know, Dustox, I have a love for her. She's very nice, kind of ugly, but like in a nice way.
Yeah, Beautifly is like definitely the cooler one, so I'm not tripping. I'm cool. Cool on that. Beautifly, Abby, beautiful, just baked right into the name. I am absolutely convinced that the grass deck does not need to run. I'm so convinced the grass deck does not need to run Rillaboom or Cherim. I'm convinced that a non-Rillaboom, non-Cherim grass deck can exist now. Because look at all the best grass attackers. All right, you got Shiftry could do 210 damage for 1 energy. And you can send something with the... I'm telling you, the Lost City Stadium is going to change the game.
It's crazy.
It's going to change
crazy.
the game. It's going to completely change the game.
It's one of those proactive cards where you get to play it down first.
Yes. It is going to change the format entirely. And yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of new deck building strategies that revolve around that Lost City Stadium and how powerful it is. It's a proactive card, right? Basically, you get to choose, I am going to punt this Pokemon to the Lost Zone, and if your deck cannot deal with it, then you're going to lose that game. So you have to build your deck to be able to deal with it. Cool. All right, let's go. Yeah, I mean, Torterra, who's the best grass type attacker? Go ahead. Is Torterra. Does Torterra need Rillaboom in play? No. Does it need Cherim in play? No.
Nope.
All right, so who cares?
Like heads or tails?
Tails. Tails it is. I will choose to go second. Do you have a basic?
I do not have a basic.
Neither do I. Nah, Rillaboom. Rillaboom's fine. Nah. Torterra. Torterra is the best. Or Venusaur. I think Venusaur is better than Rillaboom.
Oh, yeah, I could see it.
Straight up. Yeah, dude. Venusaur goated. Venusaur is the one that makes the grass deck unhinged. You know? You take the Venusaur out of there, then Rillaboom, what? Your guy's doing 120 damage? 110 damage? I do not care.
Yep.
All right, I've got another mulligan.
Cool.
Oh, I'm really excited about the copycatters. I think that Copycat Mimikyu and the Watch and Learn Sudowoodo are both very good cards.
Oh yeah, the Mimikyu is really cool. I like it, and especially in this matchup, you could Lost Zone the Shiftery, and then I think I could still use the Copycat as that, right? Or does it have to be active?
I think you could still use it. Yeah, you could still use it. It's if your opponent used an attack.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, man.
I'll take my mulligan.
All right, good luck.
Good luck. Draw for turn. Level ball.
Sure. Uh-oh.
Play down Mystery Energy. Play down Marshadow and Let Loose.
Love it. This is a really strong start for Zele. Mystery Energy, giving the Wobbuffet free retreats, and then setting me to just 4 cards on the first turn of the game is pretty intimidating. I also absolutely love the look of that Psychic deck and the Nebula sleeves.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Insane, yeah, for sure.
The one thing I've been really picky about recently is like the different types with the colors between the different eras of cards, where it's like you can mostly tell in the Dragon deck. The
Yes.
Gabite looks completely different than the rest of them. And
Yes,
it kind
for
of drives
sure.
me nuts.
All right, we each get 4.
And I will pass to you.
Sounds good. I'll draw for turn. I've got a very small hand, but I do have Cynthia and Caitlin that I can play to draw some more cards. So I'll play Cynthia and Caitlin, and I'll discard a Grass Energy to draw 3 cards. I find Hisui and Heavy Ball, so I'll play that. Take a look at my prize cards. And, oh boy, do we have some fellas over here. Okay. So, these prizes are kind of whack, but it's fine. I'm going to go get my C-Dot and put the C-Dot into my hand. I'm going to bench C-Dot, attach a Grass Energy to my Tropius, and pass to you.
Draw for turn. Play down Gloria to grab Dreepy, Misdreavus, and what else could I want? So I have all of that in there. I think the Ralts. Yeah, I'll grab the Ralts. So then that way I could start to set up some of my stage 2 attackers and support Pokemon. And then I really like the Miss Magius because I can knock it out and draw up to 7. I think I'd rather just start getting damage down, so I'll Psychic Assault for 10 damage.
Yeah, and that Psychic Assault attack will,
Start to snowball if you
yeah, for
don't keep it
sure.
in check.
I'll draw for turn. And I'm kind of stuck. So I just have to pass for now. So I'll pass.
Draw for turn. Evolve to Curlia. Evolution Incense. You're not doing anything right now, so I feel comfortable just getting the Gallade for next turn. I don't really want to give you that extra prize card.
Wish you would. Yeah, the let loose is oh, it's sticking.
So I'll put that in my hand. I don't really have much else to work with, so I'll Psychic Assault for 30 damage. I'm sorry, 20. Yep, 20 damage.
Cool. Put me to 30. And I'll draw for turn. Neato. I'll play Evo Soda to search my deck for a card that evolves from Sea Dots. I'll grab my trusty Nuzleaf and put it straight on to Sea Dots to evolve it. I know that Gallade is coming out next turn, and that is intimidating because the Gallade will be able to use its Buddy Catch ability to get whatever supporter Zele wants out of the deck. So that's tough. I just have to pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll play down Glade, and I'll use the Buddy Catch ability to search my deck for a supporter card and put it into my hand. I think I'll just get the Professor Juniper. So I will bench my Mimikyu, and with the Buddy Catch ability, I'll get that to my hand, and I will play the Juniper, discard the Giratina and Bridget to draw 7.
Oh, yeah, that's super good.
Fog Crystal, grab a Psychic Energy. And I'll attach the Psychic Energy to the Mimikyu. And I'll just Psychic Assault for 40.
Okay, so I'm at 70 now. I'll draw for turn. There we go. I'll play Tag Call, which allows me to search my deck for up to two which allows me to search my deck for up to 2 tag team cards and put them into my hand. All I really want is Guzma and Hala. So I'll put the Guzma and Hala into my hand, and I'll play Guzma and Hala. Guzma and Hala allows me to search my deck for a tool card, a special energy, and a stadium card. So I'll have an opportunity to draw some cards, since I'm definitely going to go get Tropical Beach to counter the Dimension Valley. Shout out to Sean. This is Sean's Tropical Beach that I'm borrowing and have not given back yet. So thanks, Sean. And then for the special energy, see if I've got Capture Energy in here. I do. So we'll get those 2. And then finally, for the tool card, I think I'll get Pot Helmets. Seems pretty nice. Floatstone's also good. I think we'll get Let's get those two in Floatstone. Sure. So with Guzma and Hala, I'm going to get Tropical Beach, Capture Energy, and Floatstone. Put those into my hand.
And then you'll want to discard 2 cards from that.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to play Guzma and Hala, and I'll discard the Venusaur and the Boss's Orders. And off of the Guzma and Hala, I'm going to get Capture Energy, Floatstone, and Tropical Beach and put them into my hand. Okay. Give the deck a good shuffle. And then, actually, I'm going back in. I'll play Capture Energy and search my deck for, let's see, what do I actually have available to me? I've prized like everything. I think, is my Beautifly even in the deck?
I don't think it was.
I think like literally Torterra is here and the Beautifly is there. So, and the Venusaur is there, I think?
No, you discard the Venusaur off the
I just
Guzman
discarded
Hala.
the Venusaur. All right. I'll get Roselia out. I could at least decide what I want to do next with the Roserade. And Town Map is in the deck, so I'll get Roselia. Okay. I'll put Tropical Beach into play. Evolve my Nuzleaf into Shiftry. I'll play Super Rod to shuffle the Venusaur and the Grass Energy back into my deck. I'll attach the Floatstone to Roselia, and I'll use Tropical Beach to fill my hand to 7 cards and end my turn.
Draw for turn. There's a few different ways I could go about this. I think I'll play Lucamine for Dimension Valley and Professor Juniper. I will play down the Dimension Valley.
See a beach.
Attach to the Glade. Scoop up net the Marshadow, and I will let loose.
This is so sad. This is so sad, bro. Oh, I'm so ill right now. I at least wanted to keep the hand, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 4.
Evolve into Mismagius, and I will Psychic Assault for 80 damage for the knockout.
Okay. Tropius hits the discard pile, and I'll promote Roselia. Draw for turn. And let's see where we want to go with this. With the Dimension Valley in play, that's pretty dangerous for me because it means that Gallade will easily be able to attack next turn. But then also there's the Mimikyu that can very easily just copycat my my Shiftry. So I have a lot to think about. I'm going to bench Kricketot. And I think this turn I'm just going to continue building my board states. I'll use Bridget to search my deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon and put them on my bench. I'll grab Turtwig, Wurmple, and Bulbasaur. So now I've got like a little bit more going on than I did previously. Which is good because I do not want to get benched. The thing about the Shiftry is like, yeah, it's a very strong attack, but you do lose it after you use the attack. So you got to have a stable board to be able to use it. And then I'll retreat the Roselia into Turtwig. And I'll pass to you.
Cool. Draw for turn. Now this puts me in a weird spot because I would love to play down my parallel that I just drew. But then that also turns off my Dimension Valley. I think I will just attach to the Glade. Buddy Catch. I'll grab the teammates.
Okay.
Put teammates in my hand. I will retreat for free with the Mystery Energy.
Yep.
Bring up the Glade. Boss's orders up the Shiftry.
This is so sad.
And I will Swirling Slice for knockout and move my Psychic Energy to my benched Mimikyu.
Dang. I'll draw. That is a turn too late. I've got Training Courts, which I will use to replace your Dimension Valley. And I'm going to evolve my Bulbasaur into Ivysaur. And Raihan an energy from my discard pile to Kricketot. Search my deck for whatever card I want. Put it into my hand. So I definitely need more draw power. So I'm going to search out a Colress for next turn. But Zele doesn't need to know that. And then I'll retreat into Kricketot, and I will use Bug Hunch to search my deck for up to 3 grass Pokemon and put them into my hand. So I will grab Roserade. I guess I could have gotten... it's fine. Yeah, I guess I didn't need to get a supporter because I could have done it a different way, but it's all good. We'll get Roserade. We'll get this guy. And we'll get this guy. I actually don't want to get the Roserade yet. We'll get these 3. I'm going to get... Is that Silicune or Cascoon?
Cascoon.
And I'm actually...
I think it's Silicune.
All right. I'm getting Kricketune, Silicune. All right, I'm getting Kricketune, Silicone, and Grottle. All right, that's my final answer. I'll put those guys into my hand. The busted Kricketot strikes again.
Draw for turn. I will Field Blower the Floatstone.
Okay.
Play down Parallel City.
It's fine. I'll discard my Wurmple.
And Buddy Catch.
Okay.
I'll grab the Marnie.
Okay. Definitely in a tough spot. Not having access to the Torterra and the Beautifly is quite bad, but
Attach the counter energy to the Glade,
I'm working on it.
and I will Marnie.
Okay. Thankfully, the Glade cannot actually attack this turn, since there's no Dimension Valley, and it takes 3 energy.
Floatstone. I'll retreat into the Wobbuffet. And I think I'll just Psychic Assault for 10 damage.
Alrighty. It's fine with me. I'll draw for turn, and we are working on building up. I'll play Timer Ball, and it's double, wow, double tails. Dang, man.
They both said go, but it should have said do not go.
Yeah, more like don't go. Am I right? Oh, you don't have 2 energy.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's fine.
You cannot attack.
So I'll promote the Wobbuffet, and I will just pass to you.
Cool. Now, the Timer Ball tails, that is so sad. What do you think? Since he rewinded, do I get to reflip the Timer Ball? No. We'll play ball. We'll go from here. All right. I can end. That's pretty good. I'm going to play down Lost City. And attach Herbal Energy to Turtwig. And then I'll end. And I'm hoping to just get some more Pokemon into play. That'd be nice. Right now, I'm kind of struggling to get established, unfortunately. I'll get 6. It's pretty good. I've got Grottle. And I can't use its Sun-Drenched Shell ability, unfortunately, because of the Wobbuffet. I've also got Venusaur. And then I can Bug Hunch again. Yep. So I get to search my deck for 3 grass Pokemon and put them into my hand. I'm going to get Kricketune, Roserade, and Silicoon. Put them into my hand. Now, Lost City Stadium is definitely scary. I guess I probably shouldn't have done that because now I'm giving Zele an option to lost in my Venusaur.
Draw for turn.
It's cool, though.
Attach Psychic Energy.
Yep.
Buddy Catch.
Sure.
Guzma.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's feeling kind of ugly. But it's cool, man.
Evolve into Dreepy Drakloak. Evolve into Drakloak.
Yeah.
I'll play Guzma. I will bring up the... I want to say... I'll just go Grotle.
Okay.
And I will Swirling Slice for knockout.
All right.
And
I've seen enough here. Yep. I prized all my attackers. I mean,
yeah,
we got literally everybody. So, and with that guy going to the Lost Zone, we're just going to scoop and go to game 2. And I'll go second game 2. I think that this deck has got a lot more to show off than that. But the turn 1 Let Loose, just followed by the quick setup, I mean, I was really struggling to get established. And that's one of the powers of the Let Loose Wobbuffet combo. It's one of the things that makes Psychic such a strong deck in this format, is that more ability-reliant decks like the Grass deck or the Water deck can really struggle under those circumstances.
oh yeah, The Wobbuffet is just, even since it was in standard back 8 years ago, which feels really bad to say because that's like a decade almost.
Yeah.
It's been a great card since then. Like turning off your abilities without even doing anything on your own part, it just has to be active is like really crazy. And then like with Floatstone also just makes it a great combo, easy to splash in the Psychic deck. I love it.
Nah, man, you don't need Rillaboom, bro. For sure. You could play Cherim. You could play Venusaur. You're chilling. Listen, man, nobody was winning with those prizes. Nobody. And the turn 1 let loose Wobbuffet, like, nah, bro, it was not happening. And the free retreat Wobbuffet, too. Yeah, it was not happening in that game, bro. Nah. All right, here we go.
Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second. I have a mulligan. Cool. Sometimes you got to think outside the boom. Yeah, got to think outside the box, chat. It's more to life than Rillaboom, you know. I know you guys are all just envious of my polo jorts. I get it.
Everyone knows I love a good pair of shorts as much as the next person.
They're comfy and easy to wear.
They are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good luck.
Draw for turn. I'll play Mysterious Treasure to discard the Bridget. I think I want to draw cards, so I'm fine getting the Let Loose Marshadow again. I believe I'll be going back in right now. Yeah, I'll play down the Ultra Ball. I'll discard the Gallade and the Evolution Incense. Just want to get some basic Pokemon in play, because that's one of the downsides in Gym Leader Challenge format, is going first. It's really hard to fill your bench up with basics, because you can't play Gloria, you can't play Bridget, anything like that. Dreepy. Cool. I'll get the Dreepy off the Ultra Ball, and then I will play down the Marshadow, and I will let loose.
Oh boy. Yeah, 4 cards, turn 1. We'll see what I can do off of this. Hoping for the best. I'm thinking he's going to put me straight into the Bridgets.
Cricketop, Floatstone.
Easy. Okay. 4 cards each.
Play down the level ball. I will grab... I could either go with the Ralts, or I could just go with the... I think I'm going to go with the Misdreavus, just so that way if I do get a card that allows me to search for the Mismagius, then I can use its ability to draw up to 7 and knock it out. And I will pass to you.
Cool. I'll draw for turn, and I've got a really good 5 cards, actually. I'll attach Pot Helmet to my Shining Genesect, Herbal Energy to my Shining Genesect. We'll put Lost City in play, and Professor Sycamore to discard my hand and draw 7 cards. I'll bench C-Dots, and unfortunately I didn't find any basic search cards, but there's always next turn for that. I have to think about whether or not I want to play Town Map, and I think the answer is no, because I do have Ball Guy in my hand. And if I've got a crucial basic Pokemon prized, I can use Ball Guy to get Hisui and Heavy Ball to fish that Pokemon out next turn, and then Town Map the following turn. So I'm just going to pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll attach the Mystery Energy, and I'll just Hypnosis to put you to sleep.
Cool. See if I wake up. I do not. I'll draw for turn. Wow. It's pretty cool. I'll use Ball Guy to search my deck for 3 cards with Ball in the name. It looks like my Hisui and Heavy Ball might be prized. Nope, there it is. Cool. So let's see what balls and Pokemon I've got real quick. Do a quick scan to see what Pokemon I have prized. This deck plays a lot of Stage 2 Pokemon. I mean, there's like 4, I think. It's something crazy. So, want to figure out who we've got available. The Kricketune is in the deck. The Bulbasaur appears to be prized. It's good to know. Okay. We've got the Nuzleaf and the Shiftry are in the deck. About the very strong Wurmple. Wurmple's there, and Silicoon's there. Cool. And Groddle is there, and Turtwig is there. Okay. So I definitely need to get off the Ball Guy. I'm going to go get my basic balls. All the best balls for searching out basic Pokemon. Off the Ball Guy, I'm going to get Quick Ball, Nest Ball, and Hisui and Heavy Ball. And put them into my hand. I'll play Hisui and Heavy Ball to go grab that Bulbasaur out of my prizes, which I already knew was there. And I'll put the Bulbasaur into my hand. I'll bench the Bulbasaur, and I'll use Nest Ball to get Turtwig, and it goes straight to my bench. And then I'll use Quick Ball to discard the town map. And I think I'm going to go get off the Quick Ball. I'm going to get Wurmple and put the Wurmple into play. I've got a really strong hand for next turn, but I can't attack this turn, and I'm asleep, so a couple of things there. I'll attach a Grass Energy. I'll attach a Grass Energy from my hand to Turtwig, which I could move later if I care to with Shining Genesect's Energy Reload, so nice to spread that out. And then I'll pass to you.
Cool. Draw for turn. A bit of a rough start here. I will retreat into the Marshadow, and I will pass to you.
Cool. I'll draw for turn. And it's timer ball time. See if I get any heads. Double heads. Wow. It's exactly what we wanted. Off of timer ball. I get to search my deck for 2 evolution Pokemon. Let's see, do I have the... Let's get Grottle and I definitely want to spring this into play. So we're going to get Grottle. Grottle can get that, and then I just top deck the Ivysaur. Off the timer ball, I'm going to get Grottle and Nuzleaf and put them into my hand. I'll evolve Turtwig into Grottle, and I'll use Sun-Drenched Shell to go search my deck for Beautifly, and I'll put the Beautifly into my hand. I'll evolve my Seedot into Nuzleaf. I'll Rare Candy into Beautifly, and I'll evolve my Bulbasaur into Ivysaur. Make sure that the deck is shuffled. And then, what is this ability name?
Elated Draw.
Elated Draw? Cool. I'll use Beautifly's Elated Draw ability to draw 4 cards. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Actually, yeah, that's fine. I'll use Training Courts to counter my Lost City. And Versus Seeker to get the Sycamore out of my discard pile into my hand. And I'll play Professor Sycamore to discard my hand and see 7 new cards. Okay. I'll use Training Court to bring the basic grass energy back from my discard pile to my hand and attach it to Shining Genesect. Then I'll use Shining Genesect's Energy Reload ability to bring the grass energy from the bench up to it. I'll bench Cricketots, and then I'll use Gaia Blaster for the knockouts.
Draw for turn. Not looking too hot over here. I will just use Hypnosis.
Okay. Tails.
Tails, so you're awake.
Stay woke. Cool. I'm going to use Sun-Drenched Shell to go search out Venusaur and evolve it. I'll attach grass energy to my Grottle, evolve Cricketot into Cricketune, and I'll Lusamine to get back my Lost City and Sycamore. I'll put Lost City into play. And I'm going to Gaia Blaster your Inkay to the Lost Zone.
Promote the Necrozma to the active. Draw for turn. Got something, but it's probably too late. I'll put the Float Stone on the Necrozma. Muscle Band on the Dreepy. Ordinary Rod, the Marshadow, and Gallade back into the deck.
Now, Zele, you did do this to yourself.
I did.
With that turn 1 let loose. You greedy man. You didn't need to do this. You had supporters in that hand.
Well, I went first. I mean, it's because like usually
you could have just waited.
Because I know how like going second with the grass deck, it's like you miss one turn with it, and it's just rough because you can Gloria or Bridget or Cricketot.
I did draw very well off of
and to me, it seems really important to try and disrupt you early on because like once you get to that point, it's not really looking so hot. And Juniper.
Cool.
Attached to the Dreepy Fog Crystal. I'll grab the Mimikyu. And then I will let loose.
Okay, again. It's cool. I've got my trusty Beautifly in play now. The deck feels completely unhinged with that card in play. Grass filling its hand to 6?
Insane.
That's nuts. You know, all of the previous versions of Grass that were doing well, I mean, basically no draw power.
Correct, yep.
You're kind of just playing off the board with Rillaboom and Venusaur. But I think that the Beautifly opens up some different strategies. You can play cards like Mallow and Lana to heal your Torterra and stuff like that. Because you don't care about discarding cards like you used to.
Evolve into Dracloak. And I will pass turn to you.
I'll draw for turn. And I'll evolve my Nuzleaf into Shiftry. I'll use Sundrenched Shell to go search my deck for Torterra. And my God, would you look at it? What a beautiful board state. Oop. I'll use Sundrenched Shell to get Torterra and evolve my Grottle into Torterra. And now I've got 5 different evolution Pokemon in play. Oh, yeah, you flipped for Hypnosis. You're not supposed to do that, but It's cool. Yeah, I'm supposed to flip, but it's fine, bro. And then with this board, I will use Beautifly's Elated Draw for 2. I'll attach Capture Energy to... I'll attach Capture Energy to Torterra. And then I will Cynthia and Caitlin, discarding the Guzma and Hala from my hands. And I'll get the Lusamine back and draw 3 cards. And then I will happily Gaia Blaster your Necrozma to the Lost Zone. I lost a card. There we go.
I'll promote the Dracloak. Draw for turn. Attach Horror Psychic Energy to the active. Cynthia and Caitlin away the Psychic Energy. Grab the Professor Juniper back to my hand.
Yep.
And draw 3 cards. I'll Field Blower the Lost City and the Pot Helmet.
Dang, what the heck?
Quick Ball away the Lusamine. I'll grab the Wobbuffet.
I'm wondering if you found that Dragapulse.
I did not.
Ah, that is not great. Probably wanted to see that.
Play down the Wobbuffet. Treat the Dracloak into the Wobbuffet.
Okay.
And I will pass to you.
All right, no abilities for me. I'll draw for turn. I do have some things I can do, though. I will Lusamine. I love the loop. You can Lusamine for the Lost City and the Cynthia and Caitlin. And I'll put the Lost City back into play. And I'll Gaia Blaster for 110, sending the Wobbuffet to the Lost Zone.
I'll promote the Dracloak. Draw for turn. Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow. Professor Juniper, away
Okay.
the Marnie and the Malamar. I can evolve to Miss Magius, play down Mew, play down Giratina, and Mysterious Message
Okay.
for 3.
There goes my prize again. Did you miss the Dragapult?
I did.
There's no shame in scooping, Zele.
No, yeah, we're good. I'll pass to you. Or I'll do 40 damage.
Yeah.
60 with the Muscle Band.
And then we can Gaia
Cool.
Blaster for game. That's game 3. I think.
I was really digging for the parallel to help get rid of some of your stuff also.
Yeah, that definitely showed how the early Let Loose is definitely a double-edged sword.
Oh, yeah.
Right, because it seems like it's a broken card. You're like, oh, it's so unfair. Turn 1 Let Loose. The thing is, it's like flipping a coin. I mean, both players have to live with a 4-card hand.
Yep.
And when you do that on the first turn of the game, you're basically saying, like, I hope I draw out of it before you do. And if your opponent draws out of it before you do, then, yeah, you're
Kind
kind
of
of
have to sit there.
you're shooting yourself in the foot, right? So I think Let Loose is a great balanced card, very good for the Psychic type deck. It's super fine in Gym Leader Challenge format where it's a 6-prize game. You got plenty of time for comeback, and you can afford to draw and pass a couple of turns and still win the game. So I really like Let Loose in the formats. I think it's very good. You do get 5 cards after the top deck, so, so long as your deck has got some support in it, you can't be too greedy with your deck building, or else you'll lose to Let Loose more often than not. But if you have a good amount of consistency cards, on average, it's pretty good. Yes, okay, so the player playing the card does have the opportunity to play a Ball Search card first. But a lot of times they're using that Ball Search card to go get Let Loose and not a basic Pokemon, so you're like wasting that turn. I'm just saying, for me, I don't really like using the turn 1 Let Loose because you're putting a lot of the game up into the air, which doesn't need to be up in the air.
I agree. I mean, a lot of the other Psychic decks to play the Musharna, which is a stage 1. So if you could get the Mana and the Let Loose turn 1, and you have an out to the Musharna on the next turn, you're chilling. It's not that bad. And like you saw, it hurt me more than it hurt you. So
combo that I really like. I like using the Let Loose after the Miss Magius because you can blow up the Miss Magius. You give your opponent a prize. You fill your hand. You can play your hand back down and then Let Loose to disrupt your opponent's hand. So I definitely like that combo a lot. Now going into game 3, are you going to choose to go first or second, Zele?
I'm going to go second for sure.
All right. I'm feeling confident about my busted grass deck. I'd like you to put forth a little bit more pressure this game, so I can prove its merits. I have got a mulligan. I I really think that just about any type can take advantage of that Lost City Stadium. I do think that decks that play Lusamine, or decks that have like the ability to play Lusamine, will probably be able to do better with it, because you can win the Stadium War convincingly that way.
Oh, yeah.
Just by Lusamining for the Lost City again. I think being able to recover the Lost City is extremely good. I've got another mulligan.
I need these mulligans very badly.
Oh, yeah? You're fine. You'll get out of it. Yeah, 2 cards. That's basically a supporter. Plus the top deck.
Yeah, 3. That's like a
hop.
Cynthia and Caitlyn.
Yeah, easy. Okay. I've got a starter.
Cool. I'll take my 2 mulligans.
And good luck.
Good luck. Draw for turn.
You said first or second?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Good luck. I'll draw for turn. And I've got a really good opening hand if I'm going second, but the hand going first is not nearly as exciting. So I'm probably going to do a whole lot of nothing this turn. Yeah. Which seems sketchy, but it's probably fine. I'll pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll play down the Necrozma. Attach the Horror Psychic Energy. And I'll play N.
Okay. Yeah, I really loved my opening hand. I mean, look at that. Ball Guy, Beach, Gloria, Tag Call, Talent Map.
That's why I didn't want you to go to second, man.
All right. That's why going second in Gym Leader Challenge is generally favored, because you get to play the first supporter.
Yep. And there's like all the cards are one-ofs, but there's many cards that do the same thing. So being it like the Ball Guy is basically a search for 3 basic Pokemon. The Gloria and the Bridget, same thing.
Yeah.
So they're really good.
Exactly. Very strong supporters, and you want to be the first one to play your most powerful supporters, which is why going second is usually ideal. Now, it's possible to go first and have a really strong start, but you have to draw into some of your more item-based search in order to do that, usually.
Level Ball. I'll grab the Dreepy. And I believe that is all that I can do for now. I would have liked to have filched for 2 cards, but I think it's more important to get the energy on the Necrozma first so I can start swinging before you get all your attackers set up.
Especially the special energy.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep, and then it's a pass to you.
Cool. I'll draw for turn. This hand is not nearly as strong as my last one, but I do have N, so I can shuffle my hand into my deck and see 6 new cards. I'll attach Grass to Tropius, and I'll attach the Pot Helmets to Tropius, and I'll N. Yeah, tough. Really wants Ball Guy, Bridget, Gloria, any of that stuff to help set up. This deck really likes to get a very wide board state early. If I can get my Turtwig down and my Wurmple down, then I'm basically like, okay, I can set up and do whatever I need to do in the next couple turns. But playing a supporter like N as my first supporter for the game definitely makes me a little bit nervous, because I could just get into another pretty lackluster hand.
I would hope for that.
All right, we each get 6.
Cool.
I'll bench Shining Genesect, and I'll bench Bulbasaur. And I'll use Nest Ball. And this is my first search at my prizes, so I guess I should take a close look, huh? Okay. Checking the prizes. You like have to do it. All right. It's just like, I would love to just be lazy and just be like, all right, it's all right. We'll play it by ear. No, you can't. You have to check the prizes, especially in a deck that plays like so many stage 2s. I have to know what I'm working with. So, let's see. I've got the Silicune. We've got the Roselia. The Roselia and the Roserade, I believe, are in the deck. We've got Groddle. We've got Turtwig. And I've got Torterra. So I've got that whole line available to me. I've got the Shiftry and the Seedot. But I believe the Nuzleaf is prized. That's fine. The Silicune is there. Beautifly is there. And the Wurmple is there. So that whole thing is there. We've got the Roselia and the Roserade are there. And the Kricketune, Kricketot are there. The Bulbasaur is there, but the Ivysaur is not. Okay. So off of the Nest Ball, I am going to search out Roselia, put it onto my bench. Got to give the deck a real good shuffle after taking a look at the prizes like that. Because, yeah, we ordered the deck to check the prizes, so got to randomize it fully afterwards, or else you're cheating.
People would cheat in Pokemon?
Not my friends. Cool. There we go. And I will use Energy Reload to move the energy to the Shining Genesect, and I'll pass to you.
Cool. Draw for turn. Nothing really helpful off that end, unfortunately. 4 cards in hand, right?
3.
3. Cynthia.
Nothing helpful. You got a Cynthia. This guy.
Now I would like to get like a Floatstone, Dimension Valley, and Energy to knock you out.
You'd
I feel
be
like
a
that's.
huge
Yeah, I was gonna say I
sack.
feel like that's asking for too much.
I'd be livid.
But it's fine with the Mimikyu because I could always just filch and build my hand up even more.
Right.
Close. I will attach to Mimikyu, and I will filch for 2.
I'll draw for turn. That is a great top deck for me. I'll attach to Tropius, and I'll play Cynthia. Shuffle my hand into my deck, and see 6 new cards. I was banking on potentially needing to use Bulbasaur to find a friend to go get Roserade to draw out of this, which would have been less optimal. Shuffle draw 6 is definitely welcome. Okay. Let's see what we got. Bulbasaur down. I've got Silicune in my hands. I know I've got the entire Wurmple line. I know I've prized the Nuzleaf. I've got Tag Call, which I can potentially use next turn. Let's... The Tag Call is probably good. I'll play Quick Ball. And off the Quick Ball, I'm going to discard my Shiftry. And I'm going to search for Turtwig. Just check my deck real quick and see if there's the rare candy in the deck. Oh, telling me the rare candy is prized, brother. That is so sad. Cool. I'm going to quick ball for the Turtwig and put it into my hand. I'll bench the Turtwig. And I'll use Energy Reload to put a Grass Energy onto Shining Genesect and pass to you.
Draw for turn. I will retreat the Mimikyu into Inkay. Malamar. Psychic Recharge the Psychic Energy back onto the Necrozma.
Yep.
Dimension Valley. And then I'll Guzma up the Shining Genesect. And I will Special Laser for knockout.
Whew. Okay. That's fine. I'll promote Tropius. And I'll draw for turn. I'll evolve my Turtwig. I'll evolve my Turtwig into Grotle. And I have to decide what I'm going to try and do to combat that very aggressive turn from Zele. Really, there's just the Necrozma that I have to deal with. But I do have to deal with this sooner rather than later. I would love to guarantee search out another basic Pokemon this turn, so I think I'm probably going to do that. I'll Tag Call. Make sure my Capture Energy's in the deck. It is. Okay. Make sure my Guzma, it is. Alright, cool. I also want to counter that Dimension Valley. So there's like a couple of things at work here. I'm going to Tag Call for Guzma and Hala. Then I'm going to use Guzma and Hala to discard Cynthia and Caitlin and Culverus. And off the Guzma and Hala, I'm going to get Tropical Beach, Floatstone, and Capture Energy. I'll counter your Dimension Valley with Tropical Beach. I'll put Floatstone onto Bulbasaur. I'm going to attach Capture Energy to Grotle to go get Wurmple. And then I'll use Sun-Drenched Shell to go get Cricketots. It's fine. And then with that, I'll use Tropical Beach to fill my hand to 7 cards and end my turn.
Cool. Draw for turn. I will attach Psychic Energy to the Necrozma. And I'll start away with a Colress for 8.
Definitely needed you to not, like, gust again that turn. I could deal with you gusting one attacker one turn, but
2 in a row, lot, yeah.
I was sweating a little bit there. I was like, all right, if this Grotto goes down, I'm having a bad time, straight up.
Yeah, I need to start focusing on building up other attackers other than the Necrozma.
Right.
So I will be drawing 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Play down Ralts. Play down Spell Tag. Evolution Incense for the Dracloak, hopefully. Floatstone on the Malamar. And Let Loose.
Ooh, baby. That's not good. Especially since I just discarded a couple of supporters there. It's not great. That is a powerful Let Loose. I've prized my Rare Candy too, which really hurts because I would love to spring one of these stage 2s into play. But that option is not readily available. Okay. We get 4.
I was really hoping I'd hit the parallel off that, but beggars can't be choosers. I will special laser for knockout.
Okay, that's 160 damage. Tropius is gone, and I'll promote Bulbasaur. Draw for turn, and I can evolve my Wurmple into Silicoon. I'll play Hisuian Heavy Ball, and it's just the Rare Candy, Nuzleaf, and Ivysaur. That's really tough, dude, because I've got a lot of my middle evolution or out to middle evolution in the prizes, as well as 2 recovery cards. So that's like, yeah, yikes. Okay, that's fine. We're going to fail that. And set the prizes back out. I'll attach Herbal Energy. There. And I'll use Versus Seeker for Colress, and I'm going to Colress for 9 cards, which should help me to get some evolutions into play, though I have prized a lot of my evolution cards, so it's a little bit tough. I'll get 9. The good news is I find Town Map. So I can hand select my prizes from here on out. So that is quite good. Let's see. I'll play Evolution Incense to get the Kricketune out of my deck, and I'll evolve it, which gives all of my grass Pokemon plus 40 hit points. I'll use Sun-Drenched Shell to search out Seedot from my deck, put it into my hand. And I need to think about what's going to be the best card to get off of my prizes. There's a lot that I want over there. a lot. I'll evolve my Grottle into Torterra, who has 230 hit points right now. So Zele would need 5 evolved Pokemon in play to respond with the Mimikyu, which I like. And I'm going to be a little bit conservative on what I decide to bench because I want to play around Parallel City as much as I can. So I will save off benching the Seedot. I'll retreat into Torterra. And I will use Evo Press for 150 damage to take the knockouts.
And with the Horror Psychic Energy, you take 20. And I'll also do... I'll do 40 to the active, also with the spell tag.
Okay. And then I take my prize. And this is probably going to be the most difficult prize to take. So I want a lot of these. Kind of need the rare candy. I kind of also need a recovery card. So where are we going here? I think I can get the Revitalizer. I think I can get the Rod first. We'll grab that.
Promote the Malamar. Draw for turn. I'll play down the Lusamine, grab the Dimension Valley and the Chorus.
Okay.
Play down Dimension Valley, Psychic Recharge.
Mimikyu is so cool.
Play down the Misdreavus.
You need one more evolution Pokemon in play to take the knockout.
Yep.
Just a little bit short.
Can't really do much else, so I'll just retreat and Copycat for 100 damage.
So you got 1, 2. You need 2 more evolution Pokemon in play to take the knockout. Yeah, cool. So 100 damage. That'll put me to 160. And I'll draw for turn. Now I've got some really cool plays that I am ready to cook up. I get to evolve my Silicone. I get to evolve my Silicone into Beautifly. And I'm going to use Mallow and Lana, discarding my Gloria and Mallow and Lana, discarding Gloria and Gloria and I'll discard Gloria. Let's see. Do I have a... Not yet. All right. I'm going to put Training Court into play. And I'll use Training Court to get the Grass Energy back to my hand. And then I'll play Mallow and Lana to discard the Grass Energy and the Gloria to heal 120 damage from my Torterra and switch it into Bulbasaur. Then I'll bench the C-Dot. That's fine. And play Super Rod to shuffle Tropius, Genesect, and the Shiftry, actually. The Super Rod, I'll shuffle back in Genesect, Shiftry, and a Grass Energy. That was it.
Yeah, it should be, yeah. Because I did 60 from the Necrozma damage,
Yep.
100 from the Mimikyu.
Yep, cool. And then I'll use Level Ball to search out the Roserade, because that's the reason I'm valuing the Level Ball and keeping it, is so that I have that Leparfum option. And I'll use Beautifly's Elated Draw ability to draw 3 cards. I'll attach a grass energy from my hand to C-Dots. Retreat into Torterra. And I'll Evo press for the knockouts. And I'll grab Rare Candy.
Draw for turn. I will play Rescue Stretcher for the Mimikyu.
Yep.
Training Court the energy. Psychic Recharge.
That Mimikyu's back at it again.
I'm not really trying. Like, it feels bad because I want a Chorus, but I think I'd rather just parallel.
Oof. Yeah. Okay. So, looking at the math here, Mimikyu is doing 100 damage. In order to take a knockout on Torterra, there needs to be 4 evolved Pokemon in play. If I get rid of the Kricketune, then it's only 3. So we gotta keep the Kricketune. I just grabbed Rare Candy, so I could Rare Candy Bulbasaur into play. Or I could Rare Candy my Venusaur into play. But I think that I can wait on that. Let's get rid of Roselia and Bulbasaur.
Chorus. So that's carded. I'll play Chorus for 8.
Yep.
It feels bad getting rid of playing the parallel and getting rid of 2 of your bench Pokemon, but I know I'd feel even worse if I played Chorus and missed the parallel off of that.
Right. Yeah, if the Torterra can get 1 more turn swinging, that's the dream. It would be very strong for us. We're 4-4 prizes, so a tight game. Zele started off with the lead, but then I was able to come swinging back.
So I will play Evo Soda on the Ralts.
Yep.
Curlia.
Sounds good.
Evolve into Mismagius.
That's 4 evolved Pokemon. Dang.
Treat. And I don't have anything else that I can do this turn, so I will Copycat for knockout.
Okay. There we go. Evo Press. 200 damage. It's pretty impressive. I'm going to promote my C-Dots and draw for turn. Teammates is quite a good rip here. Do like to see that. I would love it if... Yeah, I'd love it if I had that Tropius in my deck now, but it's fine. You know who does 70 damage? This Beautifly does 70 damage, but I really do not want to sack my Shiftry to knock out a Mimikyu.
That would not feel very good.
It would not feel great. No, it would not. So let's see. I'll use Teammates. Well, let's take a look at the deck. All my recovery cards were prized this game, so that's tough. And I can't get my Pokemon back out of the discard pile right now because they are in the discard, and my Revitalizer is right here. So that's tough. Now, thinking about the ways that Zele could potentially respond. Certainly possible. I think I'm going to get a Nest Ball to go get my Shining Genesect. I certainly need another Pokemon. And then I just buy a little bit more time. Let's get... Really down to the wire here. Don't have more bench space. Get that, and we'll get that. That's fine. Yeah, I do not want to lost zone this thing. I'm going to play netball to go get my Shining Genesect. How many cards are in your hand?
7.
7. Aye, aye. I'll attach a Grass Energy to my Shining Genesect. And I'm going to Rare Candy into Shiftry. Then I'll use Beautifly's Elegant.
Elated.
Beautifly's. I'll use Beautifly's Elated Draw to draw 2 cards. And I'll do 50 damage and force you to switch.
Yes. Cool. Draw for turn. I will play... I'll evolve the Curlia to Glade.
Yep.
And what can I do? Quick Ball, Psychic Energy.
Yeah, it's a really tough match. I've got... Man, the prizes are always tough for Grass, it feels like. Because you have so many good cards. You use so many good Stage 2 Pokemon. You can only copycat an attack if I did it last turn, so I don't have to worry about the Mimikyu using my 210 damage attack. And my Shiftry's got 200 hit points right now, so that's fine. I'm not worried about it going down because it's got 200 hit points, so I'm kind of chilling.
I'll fail the Quick Ball. I'm going to go back in with Buddy Catch.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I'm going to get the Giratina off the Quick Ball.
Okay.
I will use Gallade's Buddy Catch to search my deck for a supporter. And I think I'll grab Hex Maniac.
Okay. Dang, what the heck?
I'll Psychic Recharge the Psychic Energy onto the... I'll go with the Gallade.
Okay.
Cards in hand?
I've got 6.
6. I think... Hex Maniac.
Okay. We're getting into a really grindy game here, aren't we?
Yep, I'll retreat into the Marshadow.
Okay.
And I will attach Counter Energy to the Dragapult.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'll attach it to the... No, I'll attach it to the Dragapult.
You already attached here.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Okay, you're right. I was confusing myself.
Or
with
did you
Brian.
Psychic Recharge?
I Psychic Recharged.
Oh, then you have not attached.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Cool. I'll attach Counter Energy to the Dracloak.
Yep.
And I will pass to you.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. Sheesh. It's kind of crazy, huh? I'll attach a Grass Energy to my Shining Genesect. Boy. And then just played Hex. So that's fine. I'm going to Boss's Orders your Mimikyu. And I'll use Fan Tornado for the knockout. Getting back Revitalizer.
Draw for turn. I'll Buddy Catch.
Yep. Yeah, really trying to figure out how we're gonna make it through the rest of this match. Huh.
Gonna grab the teammates.
Sure.
I'll play down Wobbuffet. Scoop up Net, the Marshadow, let loose.
Okay. Why would you Buddy Catch before you're let loose?
I just wanted to see what was in the deck because, what I'm shooting for is the VS Seeker off the let loose because I
okay.
could get the Hex.
To take the knockout.
Yes.
Potentially. You also need an energy too. Yeah. Yeah, that would be tough. Okay.
VS Seeker.
Dang, bro.
Hex Maniac.
That's crazy.
Psychic Recharge.
Yep.
Wow. Hex Maniac.
This is so bad for me. Holy smokes.
And then Swirling Slice for knockout.
That is so bad. Yeah, I think that's going to be game for sure. I'll draw. Yeah, not great. I'm stuck. There's nothing I can do. Glade is doing 160 damage every turn. That's not ideal. I'll use Lucamine to get Tropical Beach. And then what else matters at this point? Not a lot. Tropical Beach and Teammates, sure. And then I'll Beach for 2.
Draw for turn. Attach. Buddy Catch.
Yep. The Glade is so insane. It's like as soon as the Glade comes into play, it really takes control of the match, smooths out the whole deck. I've become a big Glade believer recently.
So I'll play the Marnie.
Sure.
And I'll Swirling Slice for knockout.
Okay. Yeah, I need that Dragapult to be right here. I'll draw. Okay. I could do 110 with 3. 130 with 4 is not enough. Well, that is what I got. I can't quite do enough to take a knockout. I've got an energy, and I can Raihan an extra energy onto my Shining Genesect. And grab a Revitalizer to recover a couple of Pokemon from my discard pile and start to set them up again, but it's not really anything that I'm going to be able to do to, I think, survive this situation that we've got going on. I'll get Cricketot and Cricketoon. Bench Cricketots. Put down the Lost Stadium. And I'll use Elated Draw to draw 3 cards. And I can Gaia Blaster for 140. But not quite enough.
Draw for turn. Attach, and then Swirling Slice for knockout.
GG's, man. GG's. That was such a gnarly turn with the back-to-back Hex. That was really tough. I thought that, like, maybe I had a shot.
And then getting both evolutions off the 1 card for the Mimikyu was really crazy, too.
I know, right? There were a couple times in that game where things just didn't buff out the way I needed them to, but it was a really close match for sure. I mean, a best-of-3 series went 2-1, so I'm happy with how this version of my grass deck performed. Again, there's no Rillaboom in here, or Cherim, so I was happy to toy around with some different ideas, and I think I definitely learned a lot about this kind of deck from those games.
I really like the Beautifly because you're able to like use more of the supporters rather than just like focusing on getting all your guys out.
Yeah.
You can use the supporters like Mel and Lana and everything to like really fortify your board state, which is really cool.
I agree. I didn't find myself using I think like in this particular deck, Shining Genesect is like probably requires a little bit too much energy to be worth it.
That's what I was thinking too, because like the Shifter you're attacking with 1 energy, the Torterra's 2 energy, but the Genesect to really do any meaningful damage is probably like
4
or 5.
Right. So I think that Tropius is fine, but I'd want to try out the Buzzwole that does more damage.
I like
the
that
amount of
one a
prizes
lot.
you take. It's only two energy attackers, so I would probably want to fit that guy in here and try that out. I'm not entirely sure about the Shiftry. The Shiftry is cool, but 3 cards to do 210 and then you lose it. I think that in a format like Gym Leader Challenge where your board state is everything, throwing one of your own attackers into the loss zone feels way bad.
It's like, why would you not want to just dedicate a few more energy to it and let it stick around for a bit?
I agree. So as much as the Shiftry is very cool, I'm not sure that it works the way that I need it to work in this deck, because since this is a setup focused deck, you need your Pokemon that you spend time setting up. You need them to stick around.
Oh yeah,
Right.
definitely.
So I think that we're learning a lot of lessons here, but I was excited to be able to show off the Shiftry and the Beautifly. I think the Beautifly is nuts, and the grass deck can certainly take advantage of Beautifly's draw power since it can set up those stage 2 Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
relatively
Especially with
easily.
the Grotle being able to Sundrench, is it Sundrench
Yeah.
Shell? Being able to get out the Beautifly Rare Candy into it on like potentially your second turn is really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's very strong. Well, thank you so much, Zele, for the games today.
Yeah, it was really fun testing out the new cards.
For sure. We had a blast. Zele ran the table today. It was 2-0 with the fighting deck and then 2-1 with the psychic deck. But it was really fun to get to try some of these new cards from Lost Origin. If you want to learn more about Gym Leader Challenge format, make sure to check out gymleaderchallenge.com. We got all the rules there, as well as some great beginner guides for getting introduced to the formats. If you're curious about it, yo, thanks, Horsey, for the heads up. Zapdos jacket, huh? I'll have to look into that. Yeah. Anyways, gymleaderchallenge.com, fullgripgames.com, Dragon Shield sleeves. We're out of here. I'll be back tomorrow with some more not tabletop, PTCGO tomorrow. I know, boo.
And I think we should have our Lost Origin pre-orders up by the end of the week.
Yes. Lost Origin pre-orders are going up on fullgripgames.com. You're not going to want to miss those if you're looking to get the newest cards from Lost Origin for the 2023 season. Going to want to stay tuned on fullgripgames.com to get all the best singles from the sets before we sell out. All right, I'm out of here.
See ya.
Later, guys.